You find yourself in cold, suffocating darkness. There is a familiar weight in your hand. A lantern. It sputters to life, and the world shifts into focus. A staircase spirals endlessly below you. With nowhere else to go, you start down. On every landing stands a door, each one stranger than the last. Some are clear, made from glass or audra. Others still are locked with chains and bars, or stand ajar, spilling inky gloom across the steps at your feet.
I have a problem with chains and bars or stand ajar. Let me get some commas in there.
You hear the ringing of a small bell far above you. It is joined by another, then another. The ringing rushes down the staircase with all the strength of a river. Your lantern sputters out and you are carried down into the dark. The torrent deposits you in front of an open door carved in the constellations of Aora. Each star indicated by a small golden stud. You step inside.
I also have a problem. This happened with the last text card thing, but why do voice actors see the text and then read the text differently than what it's written to read like? So for example, where sometimes they don't have commas in there, but the voice actor or the reader, what have you, will pause there purposefully. And, either because they're catching their breath or they want dramatic tension there, but it's not supposed to be there because there ain't no comma there. All right, I'm moving on.
A wave of blistering heat hits you. Then a sea salt wind. Divine voices boom and screech. Their words shake the platform beneath you, shake the very air around you. The gods are fighting.
Well, I'm gonna bust out my lawn chair, take out some popcorn, and I'm gonna watch.
Lay your blame elsewhere, Wodica. I won't suffer your arguments any longer.
Mogren looms large before you, an accusing finger leveled at the melted visage of Wodica. Wodica screws her mouth into a sneer.
You fool! If only we had attacked him when I first proposed it.
Accusations drip bitter as bile from her tongue.
Say nothing, and I'm gonna say nothing for the entire thing, for the most part.
Wal smiles.
Enmity and animus, Watcher. Two old songs we sing in well-practiced harmony. Unable to reach accords, we compete to see who shouts best shake Aora.
Did I press the right button?
The pallid knight looks down at you, a frown etched deep in her otherwise statue-still features.
I am afraid we are not at our best.
I think I might have pressed the wrong button. I think I pressed 4. I don't know if that was the right one, but whatever. Moving on.
The Watcher's returned. Perhaps we should hear what he has to say.
Helia's birds chatter anxiously among themselves. Wal's many eyes alight on each god in turn.
We make little enough progress on our own.
They say, a wry smile contorting their alien features.
I must say nothing.
Is there nothing we can do?
Helia asks. Mogren glances at the pallid knight from the corner of her eye. After a thoughtful pause, she speaks.
The time has come for us to seize the power we have long left untouched and absorb our scattered children.
Mogren says. Andra nods, her lure bobbing bright.
Terrible though it would be, perhaps you are right.
Ain't nothing.
But we get ahead of ourselves. First, the Watcher must get to Ukaizo, and that will be a trial all its own.
Mogren says.
Ain't nothing.
The Guardian of Ukaizo has stood watch over that place for millennia. It will not stand aside, not even for Bareth's herald.
Andra says. Helia, who had been lost in quiet, anxious conversation with her birds, breaks in.
It yet lives.
Of course. Our progenitors crafted it.
Mogren says. A pair of Helia's finches come to join Wal's floating eye. They hover just out of Mogren's reach and swoop in to poke her when she's not looking.
And the Watcher will be forced to reckon with it if he wishes to confront Aethys.
Mogren says. The birds at last linger too long, and Mogren slaps them away. They burst into a cloud of essence, then reform, and fly in a screeching chorus back to Helia.
Say nothing.
But you like a challenge, don't you?
Mogren asks. Her
You met my challenge at the Searing Falls without hesitation, after all. And when Firga faltered, you restored her faith in me.
Apparently there was more than Mogren says after that last one. Can we get this stuff in text, please?
Go prepared, Watcher. The Guardian will not stand aside, not even for the Herald of Bareth.
Helia says.
Say nothing.
There is another topic we have yet to address. Tell me, Watcher, where do you stand?
The Pallid Knight holds up one gauntleted hand, and the other gods fall silent.
What do you think of Aethys' scheme to destroy the wheel?
The Pallid Knight asks.
So you're finally asking me questions. Do I get to say nothing? I do get to say nothing. We're not going to go that route because we're actually being asked a question directly. Let's see. I like number 3. It's also diplomacy, which I'm good at. I like number 6 because I want some additional information. I do feel like I didn't get enough information. I was going to watch the VOD again, or that specific part of the VOD again, to make sure that I was understanding things correctly and I got the answers that I was hoping to get. So let's see if we can get some additional answers with 6. I still don't understand what this all means. What will happen when Aethys destroys the wheel?
The Pallid Knight spreads wide her hands.
Think of the beyond as a reservoir, the in-between as storm clouds, and souls as rain. When a living thing dies, its soul enters the in-between. And when the in-between grows full, it releases souls into the beyond, where they wait to be redistributed to new bodies, new lives. The wheel is the process by which souls are moved from the in-between to the beyond, from the rain cloud to the reservoir, and from the reservoir into the living world. Without the wheel to mediate the transfer and redistribution of souls, the souls of all who die remain in the in-between. And without souls to fill it, the beyond gradually empties, trapping all of the remaining souls in existence in the in-between. When the beyond is empty and the last creature on Aora dies, that is the end of everything. It is Rimergon's future, the one he wants for us.
Interesting. I'm gonna, yeah. How does that affect the gods? I'm asking questions now.
Soul essence sustains us. We feed off it, off the little fragments you mortal kith shed like snakeskin as you pass into your next life. Without sustenance, we starve as any mortal might. We die and leave a great silence behind, an eternal emptiness from which nothing is born.
We're gonna go with 1 and nod. I think that's diplomacy, right? Yeah, diplomatic.
You see then that we cannot help but argue. The fate of life hangs in the balance, and we are as ever beholden to our natures.
Tell us, Watcher, where do you stand?
Three is good. I'm kind of liking 4 a little bit. I don't think that's going to elicit the response that I want. I want 4 to be talking to these gods, not Aethys, and I feel like it's talking to Aethys. So I'm gonna go with 3. We can no longer count on the gods for guidance. Kith will have to figure this out on their own.
Perhaps you misunderstand. This is not a test you will overcome on your own. Aethys intends to change the fundamental structure of life and death. Does that not frighten you? You, Kith, who are most vulnerable.
I like number 5. That one's amazing. 3 is good. I do like 5 though. 5 is kind of sassy. And you know, we get to stand up to the gods. You know, we stand tall with number 5. Only the weak know fear.
You're a fool to trust him. He does not have your best interests at heart.
Wodika growls.
Ooh, growls.
Aethys loves the mortals more than any of us. He has always been their greatest champion.
Mogren says,
He believes Kith will rise to his challenge. I am not so sure, but I look forward to watching them try.
Mogren says,
How did Aethys fool you all? You're the most powerful beings in Aora.
He found our blind spot and exploited it admirably. By the time we even had a hint of what it was he intended, it was already too late to stop him.
Mogren says,
If we still had our bodies, we could oppose him.
Wodika balls her bony hands into fists and glares long at Andra.
Do not lay your blame on me. We set them aside after I killed Abaddon, it is true, but you did not fight the decision then.
Andra says. She turns her back on Wodika then, and looks instead to the Pallid Knight.
Abaddon is the machine guy. Various accounts of his death exist, and none is considered definitive. The golem is thought to have been able to take a human-resembling form, as most of the other gods are, but then been somehow killed, only to forge himself back into existence inside the shell of an immense golem. Interesting.
What if Aethys is right, and Kith succeed in rebuilding the wheel? What then?
Andra asks.
I like number 4. Don't like 3. The only reason I'm leaning towards 1 is because it's diplomatic. I'm gonna go with 4 though. That one's a little sassy. I like that one. I don't know, but aren't you curious to find out?
Wal grins.
Always, Watcher.
And what if they fail?
Helia asks.
Then they die. And so do we.
Andra says.
We have to help them.
Helia's voice rises, near to panic. Wodika drives her fist into her hand.
Help them! We should finally bring them to heel!
The Pallid Knight raises a hand and stares at Wodika until she falls silent.
Watcher, Aethys yet values your counsel.
The Pallid Knight says. The Pallid Knight's eyes bore into yours.
An impassioned plea from the Hound of Aethys may still temper his actions. Confront him at Ukaizo.
I do like 3. I like this one too. Just we're gonna go with 3. He's not gonna listen to me. I'm just a Kith.
Never have I known Aethys to converse with a mortal as he does with you. Your opinions must matter to him a great deal.
The Pallid Knight's stern countenance softens.
Time moves swiftly away from us now.
The Pallid Knight spreads her hands before her.
Go, Watcher.
The Pallid Knight says.
Do what you must.
The edges of your vision begin to dim. Like a sun setting, twilight encroaches on your mind.
So I want to say nothing here, but I'm gonna say 1 just for science. No, like every other circumstance, I would not care what happens here because we've already know what happens here. But I'm gonna go 1, just for science. Wait, what happens if I fail to convince Aethys of anything?
You will not fail.
The Pallid Knight says. The Pallid Knight conjures a blinding white light in her palm that swiftly grows to engulf the room. Then, the crack of thunder rends the air, and you feel the floor drop out beneath you. You come to flat on your back, staring at an all too familiar ceiling. Alone, once again.
Okay. So the I didn't play the first game, so I don't know like the specifics and things like that, but it seems like the gods can't really affect the mortal world in the way they want to, even though they erupted a volcano and did a gargantuan tidal wave and whatnot. But it's interesting all the same. And extremely curious. But I dig it, you know. I like the lore of this game. I will say that this quest does kind of feel like it has some finality to it. Well, we ran out of medicine again. Maybe that's what I spent that 5 minutes on. But I wasn't running into the thing, so... I don't know, whatever. Don't get into any ship battles. Fine. Alright, here we go. I just got done editing the day where I spent 3 hours fighting this guy. Cut it down to 6 minutes of just kind of silliness. And I guess quips by me. Although by the time you see this, it will have already been shown. That's how these things work. What is going on here with this configuration? This is an abomination. Alright, quick save.
Keep it down.
Stealth.
I'm here.
Move
Indeed.
back. Oh my gosh. Sure. Move back there.
Trusty.
Save again.
Hey, watch out.
Like we pulled many whelps. What are you doing, man? What hit you? All right, let's go get him, guys. Oh. Oh, that's bad. Alrighty, I'm gonna have to micromanage you, and I did not rest to get rid of that. Probably won't matter. You do that. We're gonna start off with one of these. Wow, that didn't last any amount of time whatsoever.
Very well.
Alright, you've got some abilities here, so... use them. Really only got one ability. So while I'm in this fight... want this one. We'll duplicate the aggressive. What I'll do here is we will cast ally. Cast that. Gotta always target most allies. That's done. Let's accept that clone. Alrighty, let's go ahead and summon these guys. I don't think we've seen the new ones. That guy popped. Looks like he got crit and exploded. Okay. Like we're still in combat here. I want party members to chill.
Good.
Alright, so you guys got a new ability. You got Vulnerable Strike. You have Bludgeoning Sweep. Immobilizes.
Onward.
Want to try something else?
Ready, you're casting the nasty spell. Don't see who you cast it on though.
Pretend you didn't see.
Alright, doesn't look like you're casting the ability that I want you to. Go attack. Over here. Do you have his bubble up? I don't see his bubble up. You're about to die. And you died. You won't use your resurrection. Walk over here. Res, please. What's going on with your damage? You're taking damage for some reason. I don't know why. Corrosive Siphon heals console hot for... What is that? Go ahead and move in closer for one of these.
Stronger. Pretend you didn't see.
This thing isn't doing the job.
Indeed.
What are we running with you? That's tanking. What are we running with you? Apparently you're changing your chance. We go with that. That one has... that one though. And 2. When is this one? Clicked on the wrong person. Have you go. Alright, so we're looking good now.
Onward. Explore.
And fight. Let's go ahead and see what this guy does. Alrighty, he has a corrosive breath and he has a heal. That's pretty nice. Maybe we want you over here. Corrosive breath, like so.
Pretend you didn't see. How's this one go again? Pretend you didn't see. How's this one go again? Onward. It's not.
Actually, I do want you to stay here.
Attack. Pretend you didn't see.
Here. Oh, I want to keep doing that. Actually not doing half bad so far. It'll get worse though.
Charge. Pretend you didn't see.
Oh, jeez. Terrifying.
Pretend you didn't see.
Yeah, let's keep up. Oh, need one more phrase.
I hope nobody saw me.
All right, we're staying alive. So far, he has not done his healing or his anti-healing ability yet. Oh, and there it starts coming out. All right, I think she resisted it. Resisted enfeebled. Woo! That's what you need to do.
I hope nobody saw me.
I need you to miss those buffs. Miss those buffs. Here comes another one. It was grazed. He did get healed for it. How was our damage going? Are we actually hitting this guy? Ooh. That was a graze. Okay, a lot of grazes.
How's this one go? Pretend you didn't see.
You're not casting anything, my man.
How's this one go again? Pretend you didn't see.
Did that do anything? Ups chanting DPS. It missed. Oh, that's disappointing.
I hope nobody saw them.
Fear.
Pretend you didn't
Okay. I just saw one. It grazed again, but it still healed him.
This thing isn't doing the job.
I don't know why you're not casting anything. Not a dang thing.
Pretend you didn't see. I'm here. Pretend you didn't see. Pretend you didn't see. Pretend you didn't see.
Looks like we got a resist on the enfeebling touch. I don't want you casting that on those guys. Matter of fact, I don't see a burning crown on him, so you need to use that. There we go.
How's this one go again?
Better than that. Can't make that.
We get to summon a lot of these guys, so keep up with that.
Pretend you didn't see.
I hope nobody saw them.
Let's see, so you guys do six damage.
Need something strong.
Damage do you guys do?
That wasn't half bad.
I need to try.
7 damage. I get less of them though. Onslaught is immune. Surprise. Immune to whatever that is. Alright, I need to redo... May choose between the two selected when deciding an action. Will first use the Succublator to determine their action. If no ability or spell is available from that first set, they will move on to the second set. Let's go with that. Because... Still want you... Oh, I didn't save it. Oh wait, no, it's right here. There it is. Yeah. Okay, looks like we're gonna need a heal here. That heal didn't do a dang thing. Oh, he got enfeebled. That is why. Off your AI. You can just chill.
Not quite.
I'm here.
How could I miss?
Summon ogres. Still not casting this.
Your aim could use some improvement.
Alright, you're back into the action.
It is no use. I cannot use your aim. It is no use.
Better than
I feel like these ogres are actually doing some damage.
How could I miss?
This is the first time we've got him into the last bar of health.
I'm here. How's this one go again? Pretend you didn't see.
Alrighty, that was on you. Now you're terrified. Actually, could be a lot worse.
How's this one go again? Trade. I feel like pretend you didn't see that. Onward. Pretend you didn't see that.
He's near death. Can we make it happen? Cause I need this to happen. Ooh, yes I do.
No, I cannot.
Need this sucker to die. Not dying quick enough though. No, arguably he's getting kind of bodied right now. I need you to back off for a second.
Something else.
Stuck over here.
Can we go back to yeah, that?
How could I miss that? Let's try something else.
Alright, I just want to see how much damage these ogres are doing. Ooh, they hitting.
This thing isn't doing the job. Something I can do? Not even close.
Oh, we got him.
Something I can do?
Lich down. That's what I'm talking about. Only took a million freaking years. Console Hot Skull. Party-wide effect. Bonus corrodes damage dealt. %. +2 all console hot spell power levels. Doesn't sound that bad. Interesting. Interesting. Console Hot's Training Touch. Whoa, he's got a lot of spells in here. There's his Corrosive Skin. That's a 9th level spell, man. Woo! I don't see his Enfeeble in here, but yeah, he's got a lot of spells in here. Okay, Console Hot. I see you. Alright, well, we're gonna hard save right there. Just beat the hardest fight in the game. Kind of like it was nothing, to be honest.
Hey.
I mean, yeah, someone died, but it really wasn't that crazy. I was expecting it to be significantly different, but we gained, what, like 2 levels since we last fought him, and it just made a huge difference.
Something I can do? I trust you.
Alrighty, so I need our 2 archers.
I shall.
Move up.
Spot on.
No.
Perfect. Spot on. Perfect. Spot on.
I'm doing it this way because it's necessary.
Perfect.
These Sigil of Death are not very nice. Alright. Let's aggro everything. Get bodied? Yeah. Get bodied. Cussive bomb. Oh, feels good to kill that guy. You just don't know. Just don't know. Alright, there's the last one. I had a feeling. Alrighty, so J. Rising constellation can be found above the cluster of stars resembling a canoe. The telescope near the array will be needed to find it. The telescope. Oh, okay. Just, you know, I know I wasn't reading any of that, but alright, here we go. The dizzying spell overtakes you. The stars blur out of their normal positions. When your focus returns, each of the celestial bodies cracks open, one by one, their light bleeding together. The stars converge to form a series of winking eyes. Greetings, pal. Voice acting, hello, come back to me. The words spell themselves out in the stars. Beneath the winking eyes, the crescent moon slowly widens and rotates into a grin. Whale? While you're looking around, try not to think too hard about what's up here. Some secrets are worth keeping. The largest of the eyes winks. You blink, and the night sky reasserts its normal configuration.
You feeling all right? Talking to some dead people in there?
Huh. That did catch me off guard. I'll give you that. What's the dead do over here? Alrighty. Quick save. Enter the coordinates. As the last number settles into place, you hear the sound of dormant gears beginning to turn. A low vibration builds under your feet. Is that Fat Loots? Is.
I'll handle that.
A whale of a wand. Hits with this weapon have a 8% chance to cast Form of the Helpless Beast on their target. Wow, that's pretty good. Spell hits have a 10% chance to charm targets. Wow. This is insane. I dig it. I dig it a lot. What enchants can go on it? Grants fantastic friends. Summons a pair of drakes. Great, just a dream. Grants a severely injured character's health from reaching 0 for 10 seconds. Can go legendary on this bad boy. Go ahead and go legendary. The Tall Tales, 10% to Dazzling Light. A chance to cast Crush Damage Water Wave on a target when hit. This wand is insane. I'm guessing I only get one of these. And I already have Fantastic Friends. And by Fantastic Friends, I mean I already have... This is going to go on my Summoner. Wait a minute. Does it say how many times I get? It's probably only once per rest. So just a dream will be better. Oh, I get both? Hey! And we got the notes here. Adelaide seems to pick up speed and veer off into the northeast as if drawn into a whirlpool. What is that region hiding? I can exert such a tug of reincarnation itself. We need to equip that wand. I love how I put it there and it just doesn't do anything. My favorite. Alright, you need a shield. Here's a crappy one. No, actually, I could just have you dual wield wands. Yeah. So godlike. Alright, so we got a couple level ups. Mechanics Intimidate. Alright, we get 1 point. What zeal does this cost? 2 zeal. It's 4 zeal. Don't really care about those. These ones take me out of the fight, so I'm gonna go with those. I have reliable resurrection. I don't feel it necessary to acquire different types of resurrection from there. Go with the mace. Alright, and level up. Light a hand at Streetwise. Am I most interested in you having right now? I think he kind of has everything that I want him to have. We'll probably just go with spell resistance. It's too godlike not to have. Let's give you spear. Oof. I am so happy that that guy's dead. I can now move on in my life. I can now beat this game with no regrets. The wonderfulness of beating a boss that you spent like... I probably spent like 5 hours fighting and or prepping for that fight. And now I just kind of destroyed him. Alrighty, so... Nox. Friends. That's that one place. Dunnage. Deadlight. Storm. Never seen that before. I haven't even done a whole lot in this game. Hey, all my people are not injured anymore. There's a lot that I want to do. I think I'm gonna progress with the main story mission. I just want to know if this is the end quest. It would be really weird if it is. But I'd be okay with it if it is, kind of. This weekend, I'm planning on streaming a lot. hold on a second. So let's return to Arkemir first. We'll deal with this sucker. I want to go to the dark cupboard. I think there's going to be a couple things that I want to get there real quick. While I have money. Oh yeah, I did want to...
I shall.
Buy something.
I did want to do something different. Do it. This is a good sword. Where's Tyr? I think I sold this back to him. I think I had that originally. Where's Primal Water? Don't sell Primal Water. What kind of magic shop is this? Terrible one. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Plant ability power. That's cool. Whatever. Powering an invocation returns 3 chanter phrases. Whoa! Put that down there. It's spell cache. It's a random scroll. 2 per rest. Better than it sounds. An Adrigan. I don't know what that's all about. This is a waste. I remember I have to buy those back. Bark crackers. Dexterity and sleight of hand might be worth buying that. Damage causes an interrupt. Grant extra spell cast. That is good. Belt are you using? Okay, that's a good one. I think your 3 constitution, yeah. Your health, that's fine. You have healing done. I actually like that. I guess we're not going to be grabbing that. Alright, so this would go on you. Or you. Probably you. The upgrades here. I don't really care about the empower. Prelude. That's pretty good. For a Langufeth liver. Got any Langufeth liver? Langufeth liver. Looking for a liver. You don't got it. This is actually kind of expensive though. Well, I don't have that much money. Okay. That was fun. Go talk to Homeboy Slice. Sure, he's gonna have plenty to say. I'd like to ignore him in the sense of not give him the notes and fight him. Show him who the true boss is. I ain't afraid of his golems anymore. I wasn't afraid of his golems that much the first time because I destroyed them. It only took 10 million years to do it, but I did it all the same. I ain't afraid of no ghosts or golems. I'm a resourceful person. I can make it happen.
Hey, you! Master waits for you by glowing pool downstairs.
Think he's gonna betray me. It's kind of lining up to be one of those situations. And I don't want it to be one of those situations. Especially if he's gonna get the jump on me. I'm gonna have all my people in the back. Alright, glowing pool. So probably down here. I see he hasn't brought back his dudes. This totally looks like a fight. Why else would he have guards down here?
Hey.
Right, so
Yeah,
we're gonna
right
go
away.
here.
Ah.
We're gonna go here. We're gonna go here. We're gonna stay back here.
Here, indeed.
We're gonna hard save because I just feel the betrayal in my bones. Archimir's eyes are closed in deep concentration. Okay, let's check out the pool. Archimir gestures down at the scrying pool. You peer into the waters. Dark silhouettes sit arrayed in a circle, and the surface of the pool ripples in tune with muted voices carrying from below. Dip your face in the water. Oh, are you too... Wait, hold on. Are you too far away?
Yes?
Need your
I shall.
perception. There we go. Alright, dip my face. No sooner does your skin break the surface tension than you feel a breeze of warm air. You are peering into a stone chamber ringed with braziers and tapestries as you would an open window. Robbed men and women clutch the armrests of their thrones. Water drips down your chin. The other archmagi seem, for a moment, unfazed by your presence. An Amawa folds her arms and stares down another woman who keeps her fist balled at her sides. Ooze drips from the sleeves of the Amawa's robes and pools at the floor. You mistake the matter, Kalikoth. My curiosity and perusal are not endorsements of her research. Maura nods with an air of boredom. Bakurna won't suddenly be vindicated by the likes of us having simply read her work. Something green and twisted wriggles under the table. Kalikoth points down and a flash of light incinerates it on the spot, filling the room with a stench of overcooked snails. The suppressed chuckle carries over the silence that follows. You're a slippery fiend, Maura. Some of us refuse to taint our reason with the half-wit conclusions of circle rejects. Keep the slugs to yourself. Kalikoth grits her teeth. I'm gonna say nothing. You know, let them chat. That will be enough of you two. Archimir looms over your shoulder and addresses the rest of the room. Mara, your pets can wait outside. Archimir waits patiently as Mara makes a shooing gesture. A wet, slurping sound echoes in the hall, and something dark and large makes its way toward an exit. If we're ready to speak rationally, our patience is about to be rewarded. He strokes his beard and sighs, inviting you to speak. I bid greetings to the circle. Tane winks across at you. Ah, an echo of manners for a change. We meet again. One hopes our parting will be the last and leave the both of us wiser for the experience. Lengrath raises her eyebrows at you. I dare say that my lesson in metaphysics brought the circle this far. How are Turissolfos and Gafernokos? Darling terrors as ever, Lengrath smiles. Enagoth massages his brow with both hands. This posturing is without value or reason. Get on with it, old man. He beckons to Arkemir. I was about to do exactly that. The Archmage nods and clears his throat, elbowing you out of the way so that his face commands the scrying pool. Bikurna was no Archmage, but we all agree that she was on the cusp of a breakthrough before her unfortunate disappearance. Arkemir takes the book from you and licks his finger as he begins to turn the pages. Whoa! Hold on a second. I don't get any say in this? I wasn't going to give him this book. Why did you never officially recognize her? Her studies had no merit. They yielded nothing of interest or relevant until today. Arkemir raises an eyebrow. Be that as may, someone did not wish for this breakthrough to occur. For that alone, we have good reason to seek knowledge of her amateurish, if enthusiastic research. Arkemir's eyebrows form a steep triangle as he arrives at a page of mathematical figures and coordinates. Bad face. I think I got rid of insight. Yeah, we don't have any insight, people. Nope. She discovered a river of souls, soul essence flowing through the Deadfire. Actually, no, I'm gonna say nothing. It would seem she arrived at one of our conclusions. A river of soul energy flows through the Deadfire. Arkemir nods. Jesus. And yet she traced the path of the river while we only speculated on its existence. Arkemir pulls on his beard and squints down at the almanac. I'll say nothing. Arkemir sets the book aside and pulls out a vellum map of the Deadfire. He traces his finger from the shallows of the great reef northward. Where it goes is not my immediate concern. I am occupied by who presently follows it. The path of Aethys is winding but unerringly intentional. His finger begins to stray east. He pauses on open ocean, his brow furrowed. Could that be? Tane leans forward, trailing off as he cranes his neck for a glance at the parchment. Suddenly, all of the attention shifts back to you. I think we've taken more of our share of the Watcher's time, unless there are any final questions. Unblinkingly, Arkemir lifts his brow and waits for your dismissal hovering on his tongue. Why was Consulhot interested in this? Are you keeping secrets from us, old man? This is the first I'm hearing of it. Minoletta rests her chin on her fist and fixes Arkemir with a severe glare. Ha 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 ha! Take that, Arkemir, sucker! It wasn't of immediate pertinence. Besides, Consulhot has been dispatched yet again, esteemed mistress of missiles. Hey, Minoletta! Hey, she's the, yeah, her name's on all the spells. Arkemir favors her Minoletta with a stiff bow. Your flattery has gotten stale. To address the Watcher, I imagine that Consulhot wished to sustain his wicked existence on a font of essence. Will you kindly put a stop to that? Minoletta nods, favoring you with a smile that she denied Arkemir. Wait, I don't get to hear the rest? Are you a member of the Circle? I hope you don't think we would divulge our secrets to a mere mercenary. Archimir's gaze hardens, and a self-congratulatory smile cleaves his face. You're not entitled to everything I own, burglar. Can I join the Circle? You would ask this after robbing my manor? Showed you the decency to spare your life? Archimir turns to you, his expression pale and affronted. Around the table of Archmagi, someone chokes on a sip of wine. Absolutely not. Will there be anything further? Archimir waves his hand, the matter closed. You're holding something back. What is it? Archimir takes in the other members of the Circle. Their responses are myriad. Some shake their heads, others shrug, and the others still lean back in their chairs and wait to see how it plays out. Better that remain silent on the matter. If we wish to invite you into our confidence, you would surely know of it. Nothing further, Archmagi. Here, baubles for your service. Not that you deserve them. Consider your debt repaid with interest. Archimir turns back to the Circle and pointedly ignores you. Okay.
Yes.
That's not how I wanted it to play out. And I'm kind of sad it played out that way.
I'm here. Of course.
You put me through a lot of trouble, man. I forgot about that.
Come on.
Alright, homeboy's getting kind of bodied over there. One's per rest. That's what I thought. Go ahead and pop one of those. Okay. You don't want to give me the secrets? I'll kill you, sucker. How about that? Another one of these is... Sure, let's point it that way. Alright, that wall... Not good. I need you guys to back off. You to back off. Oh crap, you're enfeebled. I'm gonna lose this fight. I lost this fight. You're not doing so hot over there yourself.
Tell me.
Good thinking. Leave it to me.
Okay. We're getting in a better position here. Actually, no, I want you to stay here. Still fighting Arkhamir. Oh. Fight is turning out to be a little bit more difficult than I was expecting. I still want him. Right. What are you on? You're on DPS. I still have that healing spell. I do. Alright, well, you died from that. You're right there. And get a revive on you. Might as well just cast this on you. Alright, I think I got it off. Alright, you can finally turn away. Arkhamir dead yet? I don't see him. So he must be dead.
Let us end this.
You not change your stuff? What happened to this? And then cautious. What is cautious? Paladin cautious. Let's see. I need to get out of there. What do you got left? You got one of those left. Let's try to risk it.
Come on.
All right. You're getting destroyed, bruh.
It's nothing.
You got destroyed, bruh. I'm afraid to revive him now because he's got three things. How did he die? How did he die? How did he get back up? So confused. How he got back up. All right. Well, that was fun. Well, it's a lot harder than it looks. Archimere's a jerk. That was fun. You know, a little taste of dealing with a sucker fool. If I tried it again, I could beat him. 100%. I'd use my choke, and I'd just stick ogres on Archimere, and he wouldn't be able to handle the ogres. It'd be fantastico. Oh wow, it's already 7:20. I feel like I really didn't do anything. You know why? Because I really didn't do anything. So I guess this would be a good spot to figure out what the next course of action is, because I need to choose an alliance. I would like to go myself, but I'd have to get quite a bit of money. It's gonna be like 30,000 for a new hull, 30,000 for new sails. Probably got to get, you know, an anchor, some other stuff, you know, a bunch of just random stuff. And I could actually acquire all of this if I just start fighting some ship battles. And that does sound like fun. Or I can make allegiances with somebody else, you know? Although I don't really like any of these people. Although, the queen is not a terrible person from what I've seen. I haven't really dealt too much with her, but she seems aight. Let me see. They're like a blacksmith or somebody. There we go, right over here. Kind of half the party went one way and half the party went the other way, and they arrived at the same time. Well done. I just want to check out equipment. Just to double check on things.
If you need iron or steel, maybe even something lighter.
Alright, so we got Queen's Rule. Grants capture. Exert your supremacy to switch positions. That's whatever. Spearcaster. Does pretty good damage. 50% chance to knock back in days after scoring a hit. That's amazing. 5% ranged accuracy increases with Arcana skill. Whoa! That would be insane on my guy. Just imagine if it was just 1 accuracy per Arcana, which is probably not. That would be like 12 accuracy on this thing. That would be crazy. Look at the penetration too. 12 penetration. Lover's Embrace. The dagger. Tutelo's Palm. That's the monk one. Yeah, that you can use this one as an offhand. Yeah, this is so cool. This is one of the coolest weapons in the game. 100%. I like this one a lot. Spearcasters. Ooh, I can afford it.
I am ready.
Okay, so looks like we're gonna have to choose a faction. I'm probably just gonna choose the Queen. I think the Queen is the best route. I don't really, I mean, like, there's the pirates. Who cares about the pirates? They just showed up, basically. They've been doing stupid stuff all the time. And then I don't really care about anybody else in the politics either. The trading company. I mean, I basically just killed a bunch of people in their headquarters, so that shows how much I respect them. So yeah, we'll go with the Kahanga Palace people, and I guess we'll do that tomorrow. Guess I got a little wrapped up with killing the Lich, which was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. So yeah, tomorrow we'll go to Ukaizo. We'll figure out what's gonna happen and possibly end the game. I hope not, but possibly. And we'll just go from there. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. I'll be back tomorrow, 6 o'clock p.m. PST, with some more Pillars of Eternity 2. See you tomorrow. Peace.